Okay, today we're going to have some fun. Often you and I consider, what does the audience want to hear? And I think that's a nice quality. You guys listening are the heart of the show, but we're going to be selfish. We want to do something that we 100% want to do with no regard for you whatsoever. But I think you'll enjoy it. Anyways, I think in one of our most recent episodes, we talked about how we look back on photos from years ago, and some are like, what the hell was I thinking? And others were like, that's still pretty good. That held the test of time.
Yeah.
And I want to go back and forth, send a few photos to one another and honestly critique each other's photos. So for example, I would be like, Aaron, send me a photo from your phone from September 2023. You can pick either a photo you think is terrible in your opinion, meh, or one you're like, this is probably one of my best from the month. You'll send it to me and then I'll critique it honestly and you'll do the same for me. I don't think we've ever honestly dug into each other's work verbally live. I mean, I guess it's not live, but we're going to go for no edits, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully you don't cry. So we're going to do that. Obviously, we're going to have to do describe videos if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. I think it'll still be hopefully entertaining and worthwhile, and you can imagine what we're talking about. And I think it'll bring up a lot of the topics that we frequent on the show over the last 5 years. But you can always go to YouTube if you want to see the visuals. We'll make sure some reels, short form videos go up too that highlights those things. So what do you think? You like this? You game for it? Are you going to cry when you roast your photos, or are you going to be okay?
No, I think I can handle it because most of it will be in the past and there's nothing I can do about it.
How stoic of you. Can you tell people why you're...
I'm looking around and you might have heard a yelp while Seth was talking. Not all heroes wear capes, but I'm still getting used to the word hero.
You should have put one on for the episode.
I am fostering a dog. We had Britt Bossy on the show a while ago. She's a Connecticut photographer, really amazing editing style. She called in a favor. She phoned a friend. And I was like, sure, I will watch this dog. But this was just last night. So they are getting to know each other now. We just went on a walk. They're playing nicely. My dog's getting a little tired. He's laying down. So hopefully it's a little bit chill. But you might hear some correction. The dog I'm fostering's a little bit interesting. We'll just say interesting. She's wonderful and sweet, but every once in a while she's like, screw you, big guy. I'm coming after you.
All right. A little bit of rogue.
Yeah, a little barky. So
rogue beast. We've added an X variable into this format. Okay, great.
Yeah. But
can I call
a good thing? Hopefully it goes well.
You're Caesar Milan.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Good energy. Let's go.
Okay, do you want to bat or pitch first? I asked that because it's October baseball. My Blue Jays are in the World Series for anybody who watches baseball. Go
Sick.
Jays.
Yeah. On my walk, I saw a ton of Blue Jays today going through these yellow trees, leaves, foliage. And I was like, it's a nice contrasting photo, color-wise.
Nice.
Yeah, would have been nice, but I was just walking. Hey guys, good news. The dogs are sitting down and laying down. I think they are tired. So here we go. Let's get this in.
Hooray. Let's go Blue Jays. Do you want to pitch or bat first? Do you want to receive a photo of mine and critique it?
I want you to pitch me the date and I will hit you the photo.
Okay. And the person who's picking the month and date or the month and year also gets to request whether they want a poor photo, a meh, or a this is fire.
Oh, I thought I get to choose that.
Well,
all right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want you to pick only good ones, and I'm not going to do that.
I won't, but...
Maybe some meh, we can go over why it's meh.
Yeah, this one's...
Okay. Well, I haven't picked the month and date yet.
Yeah. No, this contest is, I think, you gotta be fair to yourself and throw out some good ones, throw out some meh ones, and maybe ones that are terrible.
Okay. So I'm going to go August 2023. So you get to pick
August 2023.
photo that you took in August 2023. I mean, I know that there's editing, so like you may have taken it earlier and it shows up in your phone as August 2023. You can say that caveat, but just for simplicity's sake, it's in your library.
Yeah. August 2023.
What are you going to go with? You going to go with meh, bleh, or I'm the greatest gift to the artistic world?
The greatest gift. August 2023. Okay, let's see here.
All right, he's sending it. Actually, he's selecting.
Selecting. Yeah, I got to look. Is that the edit that I like? Or is that one? All right.
All right.
I'm not sure what I feel about this, but I'm going to send it.
What do you mean you're not sure? That means it's meh if you're not polarized either direction.
I'm going to say I like it.
Well, that's still like meh. Like if you're not with conviction that this is incredible. Oh, okay.
Did it come through?
Egret? Is this an egret?
Yep.
It's an egret portrait up close with. It almost looks like it's shot at f2.8, which is just that nice compression from your long lens, I'm sure. Because I know you don't have a prime 2.8.
Right, correct.
The eye is in focus, I think. Tough to tell. Or is it the wings in the back that are in focus? You know what the wings in the back look like? The wings in the back look like the wings that the actress in the Philadelphia cream cheese commercial would put on. You ever see those?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like those wings. Like they just took those and put those on her.
Yeah.
How are we going to do this? You want me to do like a grading out of 10, in my opinion? Or what I like, what I don't like about it? It's interesting because the wing has framed her head very nicely. I don't know if that's what we're going for. So I like all that. My bugaboos are like her neck is so smooth. Like the texture.
Uh-huh.
And then the bottom of the back of her wing almost looks like against the purely, it's not black, but it's almost like a navy blue background. It's almost like, I thought like I had a couple fingerprints on my computer screen. But like I know it's the wing.
Yeah, I got you. I see.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, did you artificially darken this background? First of all, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10 in terms of my taste.
Nice. It was actually very bright, so I cranked my shutter, which it was a pretty harsh light right into this bird. Maybe cutting through some stuff. So it might have been blown out like on the sunlight, that streak on the neck, like you're saying. But it did create this like very textured the way the feathers were.
Yeah, that's
feathering.
Cool.
Yeah, so I thought it was very neat. And I did a crop where it's even
drawn to that, huh? Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing, do you think? Because like that's the most interesting part. But are you like hoping that people look at the eye, or does it not really matter?
I like wandering with the eye through a photo. Like, where's my eye go, and checking different things out. Makes like a little Google map destination.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
feel like
well framed, interesting texture in the wing. Wish there was more like less softy soft on the neck, and then that back wing. I wish like either blended more or was less. Like if it decided more whether it's part of the dark background color or not.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, that's fair. I figured out what my issue was. It was being sorted by date added versus the actual date. So now I'm cooking with oil. That was still in August 2023, but I really didn't have many options. Now I have many because I fixed that. So we're good.
Okay, cool. I don't know if I have any egret photos, so perhaps I'm just jealous. So we'll bump the rating to like a 7.5.
Hey, we're going to throw it up there. People, throw in what you think out of 10. How good of a photo is it?
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. For you, bud, I'm going to go When can I go back to?
Like I guess as long as I started shooting. Well, let me see how old my library is. 20. Yeah, I guess you can go back to 2015, although there's not a ton of photos.
Let's make it 19.
2019? Okay.
Yeah. 29. Well, I'm saying 2019 to present day.
Okay. You're not necessarily picking 2019. Okay.
No, let's go to 2020.
Okay. Well, COVID time?
COVID year, October.
October. Okay.
2020 October.
Okay. Now, am I picking the cool meh or are you?
Yeah, you can. I'll let you on this round. You get to pick. Next round, the person picks.
I get to pick?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with this.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Drum roll. Here we come.
Sent. Winter shot, baby.
Winter shot in October. What are you, nuts?
Yeah, when you go out west. There it is.
Ooh. Let me look around.
I have thoughts on this too. This is of Crescent Falls in Alberta.
Alberta.
Good old Alberta. There's things I love about this, and there's things that I wish I could do differently. But, and I will bring you into the editing process. First thoughts.
First thoughts. Our waterfalls are tough.
Yeah.
They're often, and not your photo, but the landscape of a waterfall, I feel like, is often a bit busy and kind of messy. What are the falls on the way to Jasper, or maybe they are Jasper, that it horseshoes around that island?
Sunwapta.
Say it again.
Sunwapta Falls?
Sunwapta Falls. Really beautiful sort of architecture in nature in terms of falls. Taganic, I believe I'm saying it right, is in the Finger Lakes of New York. Very thin, surrounded by a bowl, like powerful, high falls. Very cool, but even still hard to photograph. There's usually just a vast landscape that's hard to like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say is being there usually at a waterfall is those are the ones where like, wow, being here is unbelievable compared to the pictures I've seen.
Yes.
Because you're trying to like get the whole scene in and it makes things seem smaller. So that's no critique of your photo. Now I'll get into this.
This is him easing in to fire me. You're fired.
I like the S curve. My eye goes from the bottom falls and curls around on that river, straight up to the main falls, let's call it. And I like how it's framed by the pine trees and the curvature of those rocks there. It does all make sense. I think if I were to do it again, I would accentuate that path with a little bit of exposure, a little bit of lightness, or perhaps darkening the other side. There's a lot of sky. There's a lot of like negative space in the sky because it wasn't, not to your fault. You're not the Lord, but the weather that day was a little bit, it looks like overcast. Maybe there's some texture in clouds. I mean, how amazing if you had a burner of a sunset or sunrise behind all that. But again, you can only get as lucky as you can get lucky. So I think with what we had, I would try to really exaggerate the blue of that water. I do like the color of the blue. I think I would just make it pop a little bit more.
That's funny because I did literally brush in ice blue to get it back to what it looked like with my eye.
Yeah.
You go even more.
Just a touch, I think, to show really show like what it was to the eye and what it felt like. And then
Did it go over with that?
what's
Ugh.
that?
Like when I'm coloring in something, I'm like, is this too far?
I know.
I always find myself going back like, oh, it needs a little bit more.
Yeah.
So easy to overdo.
Yeah. Overall, I'm going to give it a 7.23 for a landscape photo. I mean, if we had a burner sunset, I think this would be in the 8s.
Oh, you're gonna dock me points based on elements?
Yeah, you could wait there for a couple days to get the best photo. What a landscape artist would do.
Oh, I'm not a purist though. I'm getting the photo. I don't care what's going on.
I definitely like it, but I think you would agree it's like something about it's just not blowing me away.
Here's what's so funny, because at the time that I took this, I was like so proud of it, like thinking this is my greatest waterfall photo ever. Now, my own personal feedback looking at it nearly 6 years later is, first of all, waterfalls, you got to make a choice. I guess you can do both in the moment, but if you're one of those people who wants to post one and not duplicates, you have the choice to do the long exposure, right? The silky smooth. Or you have the choice to get it in real speed and capture the texture. I've always kind of leaned that way just because, first of all, it's easier. And I just kind of like to see in the final image what I saw with my eye. So choosing the texture. What I also don't like about this photo is, you're right, there's too much sky. I think at the time, my mentality was still, remember you had to do this? You had to leave extra space at the top so that you didn't get smoked with the crop when you posted to Instagram. So like, I think I was purposefully leaving, in this day and age, tons of room at the top of photos.
Because this is a 16:9 photo.
Yes,
vertical.
it is. Yeah. So I wonder if you cut it, what that looks like. Other thing I don't like, and this always, I struggle with this because you have to make a choice somewhere or you have to edit, is I don't like when trees are at the lateral side, on the wide side of a photo, and you have to see that tree in the top left. You have to kind of cut it off right down the middle of the trunk, so only half the tree is showing.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. It just kind of looks weird. I can't stop looking at it myself. I've also been told before, well, actually by one person, but so maybe it doesn't carry merit, but maybe it does, is that my waterfall photos tend to be too far away. No, that's just their opinion. I kind of like to capture, like you said, the whole bowl of it and kind of everything that's going on, rather than just being way too in tight. But I could see how that waterfall, that upper fall, is way stronger than this photo gives it credit for. Just from being so zoomed out, I think it kills it a bit. I wonder what, like, being up a little bit higher, maybe from even further back with maybe a telephoto lens, so that you can look down on that bending S curve.
Yeah. Is that possible there?
I don't know. But the last thing I'll say is, where I'm standing, you can kind of see the snow ledge. Super dangerous. I would never do this again. Like, tough to tell where the snow is just snow and not rock underneath.
Yeah.
I do remember, I'm pretty sure I remember with my foot, like scraping the rock just to make sure that it was solid underneath, but like still.
Yeah.
You get to a point, I was much younger then. Like, this could have been not, you could have been a statistic, right? So I don't know. Like, I'm not as willing to go super far for shots anymore.
No.
It's just not worth it. So for that, I also give it a 6.
Sorry about that, guys. That's what I'm talking about. A 6. I didn't. You said also give it a 6. I gave it a 7.2.
Oh, okay. Well, I give it lower.
You give it lower. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, when you zoom in on that falls, it just with the phone here, it's kind of an interesting look as well.
Right.
So, yeah, it would be interesting with different ideas and different thoughts. And again, different weather. You can't control how much snow is fresh. You can't control the sunset, sunrise, whatever it may be, that can really adjust the view and the vantage point. and the end colors for sure.
Okay.
All right.
So
cool,
I did
man.
August 2023 last time.
Yeah.
You did October. Can we do June 2023? Oh, dog's fighting.
They're getting into it a little. All right. June 2023.
Yeah.
2020. Good year. Good year.
I think that was right before we went to Jasper.
You're gonna
So I'm gonna tease
cut me
you.
at the legs.
Cut you right there. Because maybe you had your feet up and you were like, I don't have to do anything. I got this wicked trip coming up.
I'm glad I figured out my phone like a boomer.
Yeah. So I guess we've both picked like meh photos. Or like, okay.
Wow, lots of family stuff here. Okay.
Oh God. We're not doing any genre though. You can pick whatever you want. It could be like client work. You've picked a wildlife photo. I picked a landscape, even though it was vertical. But just do whatever you feel, man. All right, he's laughing.
I'm going to give you a video that I never...
A video? I don't want a video.
Well, hold on. I have to because it's in this time frame. I never posted it. But do you remember when there was so many forest fires in 2023 before we went to Jasper that the sun was red?
Okay.
For a very long time. And it was like eerie when you would go outside.
Yes.
All right. So we'll post this video, but I'm sending it to you. While that's coming through, I will look for...
What is this?
Just watch it.
Oh, how do we get audio on this? I think I can do it.
Oh, that does not.
Here we go. This is Aaron in a sport jacket with a book open called The Universe with a picture of a beautiful astronomical event like a nebula or something on the front. And
whoa, that does not look good. We should probably go outside and check it out.
RIP to headphone users or in your car. Hopefully you go off the road. He puts on the book. There's a big orange glow in his house simulating the sun that was as red as a tomato during the forest fires. He puts his glasses on, goes outside, and then he melts into a pile of goo like the villain in Indiana Jones and the what's that one? The Lost
Temple
Ark.
of Doom? Lost Ark? Yeah, Lost Ark.
And that's hilarious. Okay, send me your photo now. Oh, and now he sent me a photo of a crab.
Yeah, I didn't have much here, but I loved this guy.
Oh. I don't like it. I like the animal.
The animal?
Like I like that it's an interesting animal. But like I'm not a fan of these images where the bottom is so blurred and then it's just it doesn't fade into focus. It's just so abrasively into focus. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, there's curves in the sand, so that's why.
Oh.
But I hear what you're saying. There wasn't...
So like there's like a hill.
Yeah, there's a hill. That is... I didn't add that. That's a natural...
Oh, to me it looks like you put in a huge blur.
No, it's not.
With a gradient filter and didn't ease in.
Because it's so small and that's with my 600.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. Like the when you're there and you take a photo, you have in your mind when you're editing it and when you're posting it what the environment was, and it's almost like assumed that somehow subconsciously assumed that the audience will know the same thing. But here's a perfect example of how that's not true. Like I didn't know that that's sand at different heights. I just
Enough.
That's how you take care of dogs. Everyone chill. Sorry, everyone. But when
That was wild.
When you have two dogs going at it, you gotta distract them with a loud hey and a clap.
Wow. Good for
It
you.
worked.
So I don't know if you caught anything of what I said, but
Yeah, I caught it all. So what you were saying was,
I'm like,
the audience,
me to test if you're listening.
the audience doesn't know what you know subconsciously in your editing, and it can create some potential confusion with them watching or taking in your photo. If like you just assume it's the same as writing, I suppose. Like, you know, the things in your head that connect the dots, but in writing, you have to really describe it as someone doesn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you almost have to place yourself as somebody who wasn't there. Hard to do, but kind of look for is there anywhere that somebody could get lost or confused in this image.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay. Well, we're all good. Everyone's safe.
Good.
All right. Phew. Heart rate's going. Let's go.
I didn't skip a beat above 26 beats per minute. It's my resting heart rate. It's 15.
I'm at 70 right now.
15 I'd be hospitalized.
Yeah. Let's do August of 20. Did you just? Oh, you did August for me first.
Yeah, you did October for me, so you can pick August.
Yeah, I'm gonna do August. That's my summer choice. August 2022.
Ooh, I was already in 2022. I knew you were gonna go that way. Oh, this one's so funny. I have to send it. I want to see if you see it. Oh wait, that doesn't make any sense because it's a fall photo, but it's in August. I must have revisited it. I need to send it to you though, anyways, because it's so funny.
That's fine.
Can I do it?
Yeah, it's when it's put into your phone. We can't know when we took it.
This one is so funny. I'm sending it.
Here he comes.
Isn't the suspense killing you? There it is. Went through.
Yeah.
Top-down drone shot. Fruity pebbles of a pristine blue lake. One of my probably most well-received drone photos ever. And I named the title of this piece Richard Pond.
I see it.
You see it?
I see it there. Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, it is shaped like the male genitalia. It is across the lake from where I live. It looks... But also it looks like it could be a rooster, ironically enough.
Yeah. Another...
So it doubles as a male genitalia visual and as a rooster. And I titled it Richard Pond because I have the humor of a 11-year-old apparently. But it's so funny to me. It's almost like a meme photo because the colors are great. I spent a lot of time like spot removing and all the logs and stumps in the lake. But the funny thing to me is like when I share this photo, people either see it right away or they don't. And it's funny to me, the people who don't and are like, oh, that's like so good. I mean, I think it's like still good either way, but you get the odd person who's like, yeah, that looks like a, you know, and I commend those people for just being so upfront and honest. I think I've had one person ever online say, you know what this looks like, right? Or like not even cue into the Richard Pond joke.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
You know what, man? Like, I'm trying to take myself, this is a work in progress, but like, there's something to be said for caring about things, but also finding a way to not take yourself too seriously and just this whole, just everything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying complete apathy, but just, you know, like just not take everything so seriously, not take yourself so seriously. I think it's just
not such a big deal.
Yeah, but it is, I thought it was a funny photo.
Let's all relax.
Let's all relax and look at Richard Pond from above.
Yeah. All right.
So that's what I'm saying.
We all know that Seth and I have slightly different editing styles, which is fine. So, but in terms of preference, I like the photo. I like the blue lake for sure, or the pond. It's not my favorite choice for color style in fall.
Rats.
So to me, a little like bright, like a little, the greens are bright, the yellows are bright. It's a little close to the white part of the slider. I would like to turn the white down. I like to see a little richer, a little richer and darker in color. And then actually I would bring the blues up in the lake to have like this really nice contrast. Also for me, and maybe there's a little here, on a photo like this where there's no indication of light or highlights that are coming in, I would like to put on some masks on the corners, or some might call it a vignette, and feather it just a little bit so like the focus is really to the center of that eye, and it sort of just makes your eyes sit there just the tiniest bit. I wouldn't want it the same brightness all the way to the edge.
You're darkening corners or doing Jesus light?
Darkening.
Remember your Jesus light phase?
Yeah, I hope we get one of those.
Yeah, Aaron used to have this thing where, was it top left or top right, or did it switch?
Either. It depended where the light was coming from.
It was just a gradient filter of gold light coming in, and it was slapped on like 95% of photos, and we called it Jesus light.
It was so good.
It just went on anything. Didn't matter. Baby photo, family portrait, product.
Straight down from the middle sometimes.
Yeah. Straight down from the heavens.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if you were indicating you'd like to see some Jesus light, because I was going to laugh. But you're having issues with the you have issues with my luminance preferences. That's fine.
Luminance, good. Fine. Yeah, good slider.
Fine. Read it. Who needs you? Good.
No, I do like it though. It reminds me of, there's a place near Syracuse University that is like, I think Green Lake State Park. Jamie, check that. But it's like this, because of the minerals, this really blue water with the foliage is kind of an incredible photo. So I do like it for sure.
Now
and the shape is hilarious.
It's like too open. Yeah, the shape's hilarious. Let me know what you guys think. If you see it or if you don't. Once you see it, you won't unsee it.
Love it.
Rated PG-13. All right, moving on. Give me 2019. You started then, right?
Yeah, October though. So at the end of.
Okay, let's go.
It's my like 6-year anniversary.
Oh, good for you. You're gonna still tell people that you're new at this though. That's your thing. I wish we could have somebody put together a reel of you just going,
new at this.
Pretty new at this. Pretty new at this. Pretty new at this. Pretty new at this. Just a compilation of you saying that.
Yeah.
Well, let's give you a little bit of slack then. Let's go February 2020.
That's when I'm cooking.
All right, let's see it.
But also probably not sure about editing style and making some interesting choices.
I don't know. Who am I?
You said February?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2020 was a lot of photos. That's why.
All right.
I wish you did April 2020.
I did April 2020. Switch it up. You seem excited. I'm swapping it because your enthusiasm intrigued me.
No, that's gonna be my Fox photos.
I've seen. No, I don't want to see your Fox photo anymore. I've seen the blue Fox photo standing side by side. It's like your brand image. I don't need to see that ever again. That's when he was getting featured left and right. Art of visuals. Remember when like getting an art of visuals feature was the pinnacle of your online career? Dude,
there's some some fire in February.
Oh man. Okay. Well, let's go with it.
Because I was just trying to figure it out.
But I remember you got an art of visuals feature. Noosh got an art of visuals feature. I think Adam Danny got one and Brett got one, and I was the only one, and I felt so excluded. cry myself to sleep. So Art of Visuals, if you're listening, you want to feature me like 6 years later.
my
Excellent.
God.
Pick
God.
one.
No, it's just amazing. So 2020, you're so into photography. There's just now it's proven there's so much you want to try and do.
Yeah. You need to feed us a curveball.
It's downloading, so give me a second. But when this comes through, you're gonna be like, huh, dude, what?
What is that? It's really cool though.
Yeah, that is
Hey, bro.
yeah, it's my brother. So it's 2020.
Whoa, this is sick. This is my favorite one you've sent me so far.
It's COVID. We're all feeling angry. So I wanted him to, in different faces, do like this angry. One's kind of sad on the left, and he's actually smiling on the right side. But just all the emotions that were happening with COVID. It was my attempt to be artistic with that and do like a gritty black and white photo with some motion in it. And yeah, that's that. That's me trying.
You nailed this.
Just me trying everything at this point.
Yeah, it's in focus. It's crispy, but like not overdone. The eyes are really well done. Nice catch lights. Good balance between, your blacks and whites, in my opinion. Here's the thing. Like if you can get a photo looking good in black and whites, you don't need to do much if you convert it to color. Have you ever done that where you've edited in black and white?
Yes, we've mentioned her twice. Britt Bossy, who does these amazing colored, she uses color in her photos, but I believe she said she starts editing from a black and white standpoint.
Yeah, that makes total sense. The only thing that would make this photo better is if his smile on the right was more obvious, like not just like a soft smile, like a huge one, because then you would have obvious sad on the left, angry in the middle, and then joy on the right. Like the discrepancy between left and right isn't that much, but I give you some slack because you were not even a year old at this. This is a really good photo, really good portrait, and very artistic. And you can tell like this is, sometimes I wish like I want to get back to this where it was just, I'm going to try everything and I'm just going to not worry about experimenting. And it's hard to get back to that sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, just scrolling through this time frame, when I had a lot of time at home, there was like a lot of experimentation. Let me just give you a second. Just look. This was a couple months later where I did exactly what you said, but I used myself. I tried to go through the spectrum of like happiness to kind of disgust and sadness.
It's not as good.
No, it's not. It's not. There's too many faces. But
you're too straight on. Like it's too staged. It's too many faces. Whereas like the one you've shown previously, it looks like it's more authentic and it looks like it's him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. But interesting moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And in the second one you sent of you, the one that I don't like as much, the one on the right, you look like you are farting and it's painful.
I was. That was the photo.
And your beard is weird.
Your beard is weird, man. Your beard is weird.
Beard is weird. All right.
I want that clip. Your beard is weird.
All
right.
It's just for men commercial.
Yeah. What?
Your stash is trash. Your beard is weird.
Your goatee is.
I forget what it is.
I don't know. I don't know if they have one. What month is it? October 2025. Let's go March. That's a tough month. March 2024.
Okay. Okay. This will be interesting. I was quick on it. This is a photo I love, and because I'll tell you the story once it sends.
Go on.
Okay. This is a photo of a juvenile bald eagle.
I remember this.
That is
a golden eagle.
Well, don't get ahead of me. It's in a field in the wintertime with its talons on a obviously dead raccoon with, guts and ribs sticking out. It's eating it. It's got the nictating membrane going over top of its eye, that blue film, which is pretty cool. I love this photo because in the area I was in, it was so much searching to try and find a wildlife encounter like this. Actually, this time of year, I was out looking for snowy owls, and this was kind of just like, I went out looking for snowy owls and got a juvenile bald eagle. I remember at the time thinking that it's a golden eagle because they are in Ontario, though rare. I mean, that's debatable. Up for debate. Some people say there is, some people say there isn't. From what I read is you can find them, but maybe not. This was an instance of wanting it to be like I wanted it so bad to be a golden eagle, so it was one. Even though just like it being a golden eagle or a bald eagle juvenile is still cool. Just
very.
I think it's check the ego a bit. Like, this is still a great shot, even though it's not like what you think it was.
Yeah.
Shots like this obviously don't perform well because most of the general public doesn't want to see this nasty side of nature. So you have to understand that, like, if you're sharing this with people, that there's not going to be the same response to it. This photo was funny too because I'm like in my car. You ever done this where you have your long lens out the window and you're just slowly letting off the gas, trying to get as close as you can? Because birds are so silly. You can drive 60 miles an hour past a bird that's like 20 feet away and they don't even budge. But if you go in reverse at 5 miles an hour, they're like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
True. Birds are so weird. So
yeah, they feel it.
Anyways, and then like, I don't know if I'm weird, but predation moments or eating moments are kind of hard to come by, and it makes something more interesting. Anyways, that's the background of the photo. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of those ones where like I feel like the story for you personally is cooler than
the photo.
Maybe the photo in terms of a photographic rubric, if you will, like on its own.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about like the background. You're in your car. You can only get as low as you can get. It's a very cool moment. It's just, he matches or she matches the kind of the brown of the background. So it like, it's hard to separate the stuff. This is one I've had these photos too.
Where it's a lot of kind of.
Yeah, in Alaska, those eagles that were on the beach, I just was like, they're just very camouflaged within like what the rocks are and the juvenile eagles and everything.
I like that because it shows the almost adaptive nature of it. But I
like it, but I think as someone like scrolling through, they're like
next.
It's hard to like key into the subject there. Very cool moment with the eyes. Very cool moment where it's eating something, whether it caught it or dragged it from the road. I don't know, but either way, cool. Maybe you zoom in and you see like the ribs poking out. That's a little
nature's medley.
Yeah.
Now I had been taught. This is funny. I had been talking to somebody who works in the area. And they said that they had seen a raccoon fall out of a tree. So I wonder if it fell out of the tree, was toast, and then this eagle took it.
Yeah.
Like maybe, but who knows? Questions.
And I based on equipment too, I wonder if like you couldn't crop in too much more without losing the megapixels with your previous camera.
We get into, we've talked about upgrading when you hit restrictions. So like if it was really important to have moments like this where you're able to crop in and not lose res, like, now an upgrade makes sense to a camera that has 61 megapixels, like the, your Sony AR5.
Yep.
Whereas this one I'm sure is a 24 megapixel camera. It's like, there's not much you can do. Without getting into like gigapixel and all that stuff. So, but then it also is like, how much do I really want to invest into this photo? You ever have those moments where like, I'm fine with what it is.
Yeah.
Like I know what it could be, but like this is fine in its own right.
Yeah. What it could be. And also like, Yeah, it's fine in its own right. It is what it is.
Sure.
This is not one I have to paint over. And when we're talking of those foxes, because it's just in my head, but when I brought that up on Raw and started to edit it, that was like, I'm gonna put in a lot of time on this because the pose and everything really lined up nicely.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's some photos where you can see the full potential, and there's others where you're like, is the amount of time required going to move the needle that much?
Right.
Whereas your fox photo, really digging into it is going to really enhance the end result. Whereas this photo, really digging into it's not going to make much of a difference just because of the things you mentioned, like composition, etc.
Could you have whitened out like every part of the
and like what's that going to do?
Right.
If and that begs the question, like, what is the purpose of this photo? Is it just to kind of document a cool moment for those that are interested? Is it to blow your Instagram audience away? Like, those are questions I guess you consider. For me, this was a cool moment that I worked hard to get. I wanted to document it, and it's good enough.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's do one more each.
Yeah.
What years have I done?
Oh, I don't even know. You did 2020.
I'm going to go January 2024 for you.
Got to come back now from the 2020s.
Yeah.
Am I going the right way? I am. I'm going the right way, people. You said January 2024?
Yes, I did.
Well, that'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, wooey.
Wow, wooey. Well, look at me. January 2024.
Oh, my God. Best photo maybe I've ever taken. For me.
We haven't really given any bad ones. I guess we'll have to go far back.
We could do that next time. We've done kind of good ones.
We don't take bad ones.
We can do really bad ones. Dude, if you don't give this anything but a 10, you're a jerk.
I'm a jerk face. Let's do it.
Aww. So my pup was new, a couple months adopted, and Ben was younger. And we had this sled. I have the pull harness, and I ran out in front with my lens, and he's chasing after me, and my kids smile, the dogs smile, the high key, just no distraction. It's just the two of them doing their thing.
Yeah. So it's not going to be a 10, but for a very simple reason.
Go ahead.
I would love to see, I like the high key. I like that the snow is kind of a solid white. You can tell obviously that it's snow because Cap's foot is in the snow, his rear foot, and you can see the snow being kicked up. I would almost like to see this cropped in tighter with less white around Cap and your son. Because the amount of white space to me looks like this could be a cutout thrown on a white background, despite the snow flying. Whereas, like, if you tightened the crop, I think that small thing does wonders for the photo. Like, can you crop it really quick and send me it?
Yeah, or you can right there. I think if you...
Yeah, here. Wait, let's see. I might just screenshot it because if I save it, it's going to send it way back. Like... Oh, drew on it.
Don't draw on it, dude. It's vandalism.
It's really fast, but
I see what you're saying. I mean, I did it in my hand.
Yeah, like here, I just sent it. Like the res is worse, obviously, because I just screenshotted it. But even that tighter, it makes more sense. I feel like.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't look like it's copy and pasted or cut out onto a white background.
Yeah,
that's my only bugaboo.
I might have tried that. I think there was a discrepancy with, see how unfocused he is, like compared to the lead. Like Cap's a good 25 feet in front of that sled,
Yeah.
So his face is
Which is fine. I wonder if
which is
you
fine.
blurred him even more. Like
Yeah.
maybe the amount of focus on your son almost is like it can't decide if it's trying to be in focus and you just missed it,
Mhm.
or if it's trying to be out of focus. I wonder if you just blurred him even more, if it made
Interesting.
it much more obvious that, hey, this is a deliberate decision to not keep him in focus.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I can't tell. I'm like, maybe he just tried to do that and it's just a poor job. Could make it even
Maybe.
better. Like that might be one of those things where you do it and you're like, oh my God, I've made it worse.
Yeah.
Or it could
But
be really
again,
cool, right?
interesting because the moment, obviously, no matter what it looks like, is very important to me.
Sure.
Versus the actual photo DNA.
And that's an important distinction.
Mhm.
So like you have an emotional attachment to that image, which makes it a 10 for you, but just maybe objectively in terms of for what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't like how could it possibly hit as hard?
Right.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
yeah, I'm gonna
And that
complain
begs
that
the
I
question.
didn't get enough engagement.
Yeah, exactly. And can you objectively have a great photo? I don't know. Probably not. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
So good,
Cool.
good emotion. But those are my only two things.
Yeah.
They bring up interesting points.
All right, you're last. I don't think we hit 2021, did we?
For me,
May 2021. No
Well,
one
I'm
said
almost
May.
there. I kind of want to send like a bad one or one that
Do
I'm like
it.
not particularly proud of.
Do it.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to send this is interesting. This isn't a bad photo by any means, but this brings up an interesting conversation we're going to have. Okay. Boom.
Alrighty. Let's take a look.
Okay, so this is a super in tight mega bokeh portrait of a raven, again with that third eye nictating membrane cutting across to give that ice blue. With kind of like a sunny, warm pastel background.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of describe. Actually, you know what? You dig into the photo first, and then I'll kind of describe why I have mixed feelings about this because it's interesting. I think, anyways. Here I go, calling my thoughts interesting.
I really like it. I like the pop of that bluish aqua eye. What's that called?
A nictating membrane.
Nictating membrane. I love the texture of the raven's fur, not fur, but it looks like fur, feathers that looks very like oily and dark, and there's a lot of light and texture in it. And it's just an uptight portrait. I don't mind the background color. I don't know. There's not much back behind there. There's a nice gradient. So it's just a nice portrait of a raven.
Yeah. So here are my thoughts on this image. So this is an image that when I've shared has performed, quote, well.
Mm-hmm.
The frustrating part about it and the part that I had to get over pretty quick was that this is, is it Yellowstone or Yosemite where the ravens are kind of just like everywhere?
Probably both, but Yosemite.
Okay. Well, it's one of these situations. This was in Algonquin. This raven was following me walking for like the longest time. It's probably been fed before or whatever. So this is an instance of this raven being 6 feet from me and just standing there for me and piece of cake. And then when you post it, everyone's like, wow, a great image, all those things. And like, it is a good image. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this part of your brain that equates, we've talked about this last episode, the effort to acquire the image with the quality of it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, why are people so psyched about like, whatever, it took me 2 seconds to get, just click, sweet, not a very complicated edit, whatever. compared to some photos where I've had to like really work for it and a lot more effort went into it. Right. So that's kind of an interesting dichotomy. And then the other part, why I think I've sold a couple prints of this. So after the thought process I just described, I think a part of me is like, why even bother editing it? Like, you didn't have to work too hard for it. I'm glad I did, just because the business side of my brain goes to, how there's like weird niches of animals that people like some people are like really big on loons or owls or whatever. I think there's definitely a raven community for whatever reason. It's like I knew, okay, well, like I should probably also edit this too, because if I ever make it a print, it's an easier print to sell because there is a group of people who love ravens. Like this is an easy print to sell, in my opinion. And I think I've sold a few. So like detaching from the process of capturing it and the ease to whatever, like this could make me some income despite that.
Yeah. Well, that's the opposite of this was so hard. I think it's a great photo when it's not.
Yeah.
So I think that's okay. I think there's different things between effort and actually photography as an art form. So I hear your feelings, but if it makes a great photo, it makes a great photo.
Yeah.
And you're allowed to get some gimmies.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
And that's where like you get to that place eventually. You get to that place eventually. I think this was 2021. So like there's a lot of learning that goes on between 4 years, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, that's all I got for today. What do you think?
I think it was kind of fun, actually.
Kind of fun. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully you guys like it. If you don't, we won't do it again. If you do, maybe we'll do some more. If you want to see those photos, I'm sure we'll have Hillary put up a few reels that references the photos we're talking about. And you can always see them on YouTube in the full format. Links to both of those are in our episode description, our Instagram and our YouTube channel. So you can check out, we'll have them pop up on screen as we're talking about them.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was fun revisiting some of each other's photos.
And guys, the dog survived. Yeah,
that was an early skirmish there.
Yeah, mid-skirmish.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, listen, sometimes you got to take charge. I'm the pack leader.
Yeah. You put your dad voice on. Enough!
Hey! No dogs were injured in that freak out.
Good.
So, just as a disclaimer.
In the ditch, swerving off the road as that happened.
Yeah, I got heated, but we're all good.
You know what? You came back down though. You can elevate it, but you got to bring it down quick. That's a good skill.
Yeah, dad voice. You just get into it, and then all right, where were we?
It's an indicator of resilience if you can bring your emotional state down fast. Just like how it's a indicator of cardiac fitness if you can lower your heart rate fast too.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to act the part. I wasn't really mad or freaking out in that moment, but I wanted to let them know that
the big dog's coming.
It's not okay. What we're doing is not okay.
You think they're talking to each other right now? Like, shit, we made him mad, dude.
Yeah. No, I don't think they care at all.
All right.
All right, man. Take care.